we are live.
We are live. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the 1710 Bowling Center here in Augusta, Maine, where we have money match number 10. We have Jeff Lapierre and Mark Weber, the defending champions, up against Matt Huff and Kai Hunt.
Yeah, this is Michelle Atherton and Brian Atherton commentating
No
for you
relation,
today.
Paul.
No relation, Paul. I figured that was going to come up.
Yeah. Both bowlers missed the head pin with their first ball. Matt with spare opportunity, just misses. And Jeff just to the left of the head pin. And there's a 10 for Matt. Jeff with just the head pin left for a 10. And just the left for a 9. All four of these bowlers bowl with the same Men's Worlds team every November. They all bowl with Long Ball Mafia. And again, Jeff and Mark are the defending champions.
So like you said, this is the 10th Maine money match. The Maine money match started in June of 2022. And Jeff and Mark won the third Maine money match, and they've been winning ever since.
Yes, they are the defending champions 7 times in a row.
Yep.
Make sure
It should be.
You keep talking and I'll...
Yep. So no marks on either side yet, but it's still early. It's a 9 for Matt. Jeff with the house special for a 10. And just to the left. Both guys working to dial it in here. While we're waiting, we'll do a little bit here. Jeff bowls at Stars and Strikes in South Paris, Maine. He has been bowling since he was 2 years old. Has a high single of 193, a high 3 of 476, a high 5 of 741, and a high 10 of 1421. The other side, we have Matt Huff, bowls out of Newport Entertainment Center. His high single is 187, high 3 of 472, high 5 of 703, and a high 10 of 1302. And he was your World Singles Champion back in 2017 up in Moncton. He won the knockout that year. So, and we got 3 open to start. We are 24 for Jeff and 28 for Matt.
Oh, Jeff is right on the head pin. He's got the triangle.
Matt right there.
Oh, that was a good
ball.
offer. Maybe.
Jeff with the triangle. This is a hard shot a lot
It
of the
is.
time.
Oh, he
But with a
picked it
helper
up.
there, he buried it. Nice shot up there.
The first mark of the day.
The ice has been broken. There's a 10 for Matt. And there is quite the waiting list, folks. So if you and a partner want to bowl in this, I would suggest getting your name in right now. Next on the waiting list, we do have Carl Witham and Scott Lapierre, and after that, it will be Aaron St. Cyr and Nate Lees from Massachusetts. So we do have some guys coming up, which is great. As we saw before, Stephen Body and Candlepin came up. They put up a great fight against Mark and Jeff.
Yes. We've had some close matches. Main money match number 6. Jeff and Mark only won by 25 in that match. It was really close. Jeff got a 7 on his spare. He's got 41 after 4.
Jeff on the mark, just can't carry the 7. Matt been pinning very well. Only 2 pins left on the plate so far. There's another 10 for Matt. So 48 at the half for Matt with no marks. It's great pinning. Jeff, who had 1 mark, he is 50. So 2 pins after the first 5 boxes here. Next up, we have our other 2 bowlers. Mark Weber on your left, Kai Hunt on your right. I apologize if curse words slip, but I will just say Kai most of the time.
There's Jeff. Jeff has a 50 half. Matt only left 2 pins standing on the plate. He has a 48 half.
Kai with a 9-pin drop. It's a 10-pin, and he makes it. So out of the gate.
So I went over some of Kai's stats with his dad when we got here this morning. They're pretty impressive for a 20-year-old.
Very accomplished young bowler.
Yeah, he started bowling in the Worlds when he was 16 years old. He has 25 junior titles, 4 adult titles. When he was 14 years old, he bowled a 188 in the junior tournament.
That is my high single. I'm 38 years old and have been bowling since I was 4. So, and his high single's already better than that. So I see here his high single's 191. He's got a high 3 of 449, a high 5 of 712, and a high 10 of 1291.
Kai gets 8 on his spare, 18 after 1.
Ooh, a little bit off the end there for Kai on that wood. Goes around the 5-pin.
I think Mark has a possibility with this one. Oh, he went over to the right.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be on the other side of that pin and throw it over into that wood.
Definitely. I don't think the wood on the left was out far enough to reach over to the 3-pin.
No, and as hard as Mark throws the ball, it's hard for a pin to come back around. As you see there, it kind of goes straight back into the wall. Doesn't have a chance to ricochet.
Yep.
27 for Kai after 2, 19 for Mark. Let's take a look at Mark here. Mark bowls out of the Vanguard Brewer bowling lanes. His hometown is actually Redding, California. He lives in Ellsworth now. He's been bowling 7 years. He has a high single of 195, a high 3 of 444, a high 5 of 728, and a high 10 of 1357. Current league average of 118. He won his first Pro Series title in 2019, which was his first Pro Series, and it was a singles event. So, burst onto the scene there.
Yeah, a lot of these bowlers have been bowling since they were young. Mark's only been bowling for 7 or 8 years, and boy, he came to the front in a hurry. There's a 10 for Kai.
He did. Mark, a veteran of the United States military. We thank him for his service. Kind of hard to bowl when you're defending the country.
It is. Definitely is.
So we've got 2 boxes left here in the hat. Kai, big backswing. That's a rough break off the head pin.
Yep, definitely. Maybe a tad bit thin.
Mark all over it.
Mark finally gets a good break.
Kai is very full on the 5-pin, leaves the 7-9. Piece of wood rolling out here over on number 5.
So looking back on all of the matches that Jeff and Mark have won, it's very rare. There was main money match number 5 that they both bowled. Jeff bowled 12:41, Mark bowled 12:25. They were pretty close. But most of the other matches, when one doesn't bowl that great, the other one bowls right out of their shoes. So they've definitely been a good team.
That is what you have to do as a team, is when somebody struggles. I mean, ideally, yes, we'd all like to bowl our best all the time. That doesn't happen. It's just reality. So you need to have one of you pick up when the other one doesn't.
Definitely.
Guy with a big mix.
Oh,
Number
no.
6 is being stingy.
7-10. We'll see where the wood stops. Oh, hammer for Weber.
That was a perfect ball by Mark. Kai's got a look. We're going to get that piece of wood. Hopefully it rolls in the gutter.
Yeah, that middle wood is giving him a shot. That's for sure.
Angled it is. And him coming in right to left, it's going to help a little bit.
Oh, great shot by
there.
Kai.
How to answer that strike, Mark. with the half, Mark Weber, he sits 48 and 2 balls. Kai Hunt sits 55 and a ball.
Is Mark Weber, 48, 2 balls. Kai Hunt has 2 marks in the first string, 55 and a ball.
Folks, just getting back to that waiting list, there's some great teams on this waiting list coming up.
Unbelievable.
We're going to get to see, there's a big strike for Jeff Lapierre there to lead off the back half of the first string.
Almost.
Matt with a 9-pin drop of his own. We have Academy Lane's World's Team bowlers, Justin Waters and Danny Harris coming up. That's going to be a really fun match for whoever is bowling them.
Oh, that would.
And we got King of the North, my podcast partner, Calvin Locke and Corey Smith, coming down from Canada to bowl in this. And after that, we have the great ladies team of Maddie Riva and Amanda Carroll. And folks, if you want to see some good bowling,
that's going to be crazy.
Be a great match to watch.
I'm looking forward to that one. That'll be crazy. Yeah, the list goes on and on. We can talk more about it later, but Maine Money Match has become popular in a year and a half from when it started, and everybody wants to get in on it. So it's exciting to see bowling come a little bit up north.
It is.
Massachusetts has done really well growing the sport, and we're trying to grow it up here in Maine as well.
Jeff all over the 9-pin drop on the spare on the strike. Matt again just off to the left. Leaves the 1-7-10. 4-10. Eight box for Matt Huff.
No marks yet for Matt. He's left 4 pins.
He's pinning very well. And again, that's what you have to do when you're struggling. You may not be getting marks, but if you're pinning, it makes the fills on the marks when they do come that much more important. Jeff just off to the left, but gets a good mix. He's going to get 7. Matt with a great ball in the 1-3. Leaves the 4-pin. Jeff with a spare opportunity. Over it, but the ball just goes by the back pin. Matt just to the right of his 9-pin drop.
It's a good 10 for Joe.
9 for Matt. So Matt, again, just needs a spark here. Let's see. Threw that first ball very well, that box. Just a little bit off on the spare. Maybe a strike is what he needs to get himself going here.
Yeah, Jeff is up by 22 pins right now in the first game.
Jeff,
he's got the diamond
right. Matt just to the right of that headpin. It's not like he's missing the headpin by great margins here. He's just to the right of the left
just
by maybe
tad bit off.
a board or a board and a half.
Oh, that was a great offer. That's another hard shot to get. Good offer by Matt. He leaves the 9-pin.
Both bowlers leave the 9.
They do.
There's a 10 for Matt. He continues the good picking. Matt is 85 through 9. Jeff 106. And again, folks, this is a 5-string match, so we still have plenty of bowling left.
I thought it was a 10 string.
Is it a 10?
I think it's always been 10.
Oh, it's 10, okay.
Oh, almost. He almost gets a strike there. He leaves the 3-pin. That's wide left. Oh, he's getting a good break, though. We'll see. See if he can make something happen with this. Jeff for another spare. All over it. 116 and a ball and the 10th for Jeff Lapierre. Matt finally gets it. He breaks it open.
The answer, good time. Always a good time for that, especially in the 10th.
So Matt has 95 in a ball. Jeff Lapierre wins 16 in a ball. Oh.
Well, it is a
Half
good
was
spot
served.
to leave that.
Good.
Matt again.
Good load by Matt.
8 load for Matt. 103. Jeff with a 2 load. That's 118. We have a 15 pin lead after one bowler.
All right, this is Jeff. Jeff's score, game number 1. He ends up with a 118.
Both bowlers here on marks. Mark Weber is on a strike. He'll have 2 balls. First ball.
Focus. There we go. Matt Huff. Good pinning all the way through.
Guy with a 9-pin drop.
And then he
Leaves the 10
ends
pin
up
for
with
his
a
belt.
spare to bring him up to 103.
Kai with a spare in the 6th. Mark with 9 fill on his strike. Big ball for Mark. Leaves the 5-7. Kai just off to the right. 7 fill on his mark. Mark takes the 5. Kai just left.
All right, Kai has 90 after 7. Mark Weber has 76 after 7.
So essentially it's an even match.
It is.
I think it's going to be this way most of the day, to tell you the truth.
Yep. It's always fun to watch a close match. When you're
Especially the later it gets.
when you're a bowler bowling for $1,000, I'm pretty sure you don't like close matches. But for us, it's fun, and for the viewers, it's fun.
It's fun for them too, just on a different level. Oh. Mark makes the 9-pin. Kai makes the 1-5.
2 spares in the 8th.
And folks, that's actually hard to do, throwing a house ball in a dead wood like that in the middle of the lane. You think these guys are so good they can hit anything they throw at. It's really hard sometimes to hit a flat piece of wood.
It is. Yeah, it could be a mile wide. So Lapierre beat Matt Huff by 15 pins, and we're at 14 pins right now. Yeah, it's pretty darn close.
Mark just to the right of the spare shot. Kai looking at 2 and 2 for a 10. Mark with just the head pin.
$103 after 9 for Weber. $112 after 9 for Kai.
It's a 6-pin lead for Jeff and Mark, with 1 box to go in the first string.
Got the 4 horsemen on the left. Kai almost left the same, but he took the 4-pin out.
Mark just full on the head pin.
Kai for a spare.
It's a big shot.
That's going to make it pretty darn close. After game number 1, we have 10 games today. The winning pair will receive $1,000. Mark Weber ends up with a 113.
his spare. He's currently 122 in a ball. And just like Jeff, 2 on the fill, 124. So after the first game, Matt and Kai at 227 unofficially, and Jeff and Mark at 231. So 4-pin lead for Jeff and Mark after one string. And as you see, the bowlers switch to the half, but they stay on the lane they finished on to start the next game.
Let me show you Kai's scores. He had 5 marks in the first game. Takes a minute for this to focus. There we go. He ends up with a very impressive 124 start. And Weber had a strike and a spare in the first game. And ends up with a 113.
Oh, what a great shot up there from Matt, converting that split.
Well, he ended on a spare and started on a spare, so hopefully he found his rhythm.
Jeff with a great time to clean that up. Folks, we are here at the 1710. Make sure you get down here if you can. Friday nights they do have karaoke at the bar and glow bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. The food's great here at 1710, and it's a good place to spend the night.
Matt gets a split on his spare. 6.
Still. Jeff with a split of his own, but he's got some help there in the middle. A couple pieces of angled deadwood. Jeff on the red line makes it go.
Nice spare.
Matt finds the hole.
Oh, maybe. All right, good 9. Matt Huff has 25 after 2. Jeff Lapierre is on a spare. He's got 20 in a ball in the second. Good ball by Jeff.
Leaves the 5-pin. Got an angled piece of deadwood coming up.
He's going to want... Oh, it is touching. Good ball by Huff.
With a big strike from Matt. Jeff here wants to be pretty much on the pin. Doesn't want to get too far left and spin that deadwood. And he got it. Wouldn't even needed the win.
39 in a ball for Jeff Lapierre. 35 and 2 balls for Matt Huff. We're very early in this game. Jeff and Mark Weber have a 4-pin lead. After game number 1, Jeff gets 8 on his spare. 47 after 3. Matt is right in the pocket. Very, very nasty leave. He's got the triangle on the left and the 10-pin.
Jeff going at the end of that wood just misses.
Just barely. Oh, that would have been impressive. He leaves the 7-10.
Both bowlers looking for 9. Jeff. Oh! Matt just to the right of the 7-pin for an 8. So the box to go here in the first half of the second string. Matt's at 51, Jeff's at 56. Both bowlers open going into the 5th. Jeff a little bit full on the head pin, which is 3 and 1. Matt a little bit full as well, 3 and 2. Matt with a little bit better of a leave.
I agree. Well, he hit his object pin. Right there, Matt. Oh, great offer.
Ball just did not cooperate.
Jeff with his cleanup, he gets 9.
Matt grabs a 10. So after 5 boxes, Jeff Lapierre 65, Matt Huff 61.
The match is at 8 pins right now, but again, we're really early in this game. $61 for Matt.
Kai, a little housekeeping gone awry here, so we'll get a re-rack.
We have somebody watching us from Laurel, Mississippi.
Mississippi, wow, well, welcome.
And Chicopee, Massachusetts, if that's how you say it. Oh, wow.
Both bowlers looking at open first boxes.
Just some cleanup work, hopefully.
Good bid for Mark there for 9. Kai cuts 2 for an 8.
Lots of people watching us this morning. Welcome.
Starting your day with us.
Yeah.
And some good.
Oh, good ball by Kai.
With a strike. Mark was just off to the right with his first ball. He's got a group in the 10 man. Oh. Folks, that's one of those weird things. You can be all over it, but there is a foot in between every one of those pins. Lots of space.
It doesn't look it, but there sure is.
Mark Weber here waiting for some implements that he can throw.
Weber for his cleanup ball.
What a good 9.
Great 9.
Some folks might notice about Mark, it's a little unconventional, as he actually holds the ball in his non-bowling hand in his before he starts his approach.
I never noticed that.
Mark, a right-handed bowler, he holds the ball in his left hand.
And he grabs it with his right before he throws. Interesting.
Ooh.
He has the same routine every time. Oh, almost a double.
It's an important thing in bowling.
Definitely.
Game of repetition.
Kai's looking to pick this up for a spare on his strike, and he does.
Kai bowling very well earlier this morning. Actually bowled Kai last week on Sunday in the first match of our once-a-month Scratch League here at the 1-7-10. And through an 87 to open he did, but still was over 600, so bowled very well in the back from the strings.
He's unbelievable for a young bowler.
Very explosive.
My friend still works there. She writes me, hey, you know that you're still employed here? And I go, I'm what?
Yeah, I was going over the stats for stuff for us to talk about today with his dad this morning, and I told him to give me some accomplishments, and they were too long to list.
Just say need both sides of the paper.
Yes, yeah, very impressive, and what a good kid he is too.
Martin just to the right.
Wow, great offer.
I'm like, I would love it. An extra drop like that.
So after 2 in a row, the Mark Street for Kai, but he grabs Mark's 10. He's 54 through 4. Mark Webber pinning very well. He's only left 2 pins on the plate so far. He's 38 after 4.
Definitely looking for Mark. Webber
Oh,
is.
he's that age again. Right.
I don't know if we have, speaking of good pinning, I don't know if we've seen a box below 8.
I don't believe so.
And as I say that...
Oh, we did have a 7 box. I won't call out who got it because that's not nice, but there was a 7
Okay.
box.
Mark here with the dreaded spread eagle.
Oh,
Hits the helper in the back. Kai all over the 7. Kai with a great first half here in the second string, 64 and a ball.
yep, he just flipped the lead, even though we're really early in. Weber's partner is cheering him on back there to clean him up.
And a 7 for Mark. So a bit of a rough half for Mark, but he is 45. So as Jeff
Guys,
and Matt get back up there.
3 marks for Kai in the first half of the second game, 64 and a ball.
Take a look at the scores here.
Weber, $45 at the half.
Matt just to the right, but gets a mix. Jeff all over the 1-2 pocket.
Both of these bowlers started great. The second string, Matt's got a 61 half. Jeff has a 65.
Matt almost gets one the funny way there, leaves the head pin. Jeff just to the... That's a tough thing to do, folks, is to throw it just to the right enough to leave it on the plate, but not in the gutter and not make the pin.
Yes. Good 10 by Matt.
And a 10.
Good ball by Matt.
Matt with a 9 draw. Woods rolling away. Jeff just to the right. I believe that's 3.
3.
Looks like the 3, 5, Matt all over the 9 draw. Outside for Jeff leads the 4-7. What a great pin. And he picks it up for a 10.
So all of us here today are from Maine. You're from Maine, I'm from Maine, but I think we came from all kinds of different parts of the state just to come here today.
We did. I'm down on the coast in the Rockland area. So
Yeah.
I bowl here every Thursday night, though. So.
Yep. Yep. And I came from north of Bangor in Old Town, Maine. Matt and Kai are
Newport, I believe,
Newport, Pittsfield area. Yep, a little bit north of where we are in Augusta, and Jeff is over in Western Maine.
Yeah,
I
South
believe.
Paris area, yes. Mark is Ellsworth. So all 4 areas of the state
We
go
have.
really well.
Yep.
Matt with a 9, Jeff with a 10. All 4 of these guys also, as well as myself, and I believe Michelle are also bowling in the 560 up in Canada in Moncton, New Brunswick, Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, it's my first time going. I'm super excited.
I bowl with Matt on Matt's team. So speaking of Matt, there's a big strike.
Nice
We'll
strike.
see lots of those.
Yeah.
Jeff answers with one of his own.
Very nice.
Matchers, folks.
We got the crowd cheering them on.
Yeah, we're starting to fill in here. On a frosty Saturday morning.
Very frosty.
some more upcoming tournaments. Don't forget, folks, we have the 560 right here in Augusta. Cheap plug ripping the rack 560. That's April 20th. I believe the captains are set, but if you're interested in bowling, get in touch with the captain.
All right, right on the head pin again for Matt. He's got the 7, 8, 10 left.
Got some helper wood in there, Jeff. Again, a little full. There's that eagle again.
They both have another ball on their strike.
Matt asking his partner for some advice.
Oh, not a bad offer.
Jeff brings it across.
They each got 8 on their strikes. There's 1 pin difference.
10 there. Kai runs down to grab the wayward wood. And that's the thing you'll see, folks. If we don't have a pin runner, you'll see a guy from the other team go down and grab a pin. Typically, you don't have your own team check the wood.
That's a tie ball game in the second between Jeff and Matt. 122 apiece.
3 ball in there. So as we begin here, we got Kai 64 and a ball. He hits the head pin. 6-pin split. Mark got some work to do here in the back half. 45 in the front, but back on lane number 5. Split of his own. Both bowlers have some help. Ooh, Kai thought he'd catch the front of that
yeah.
a little bit.
I got some people commenting. You keep talking and I'll see what I can do about finding out what they're saying, because we can't really see on the screen.
Jeff and Mark having a discussion here about where to play it on this wood. He's got 2 pieces back there. They both just kind of go straight back. Guy with a 9 makes him 79 after 6. Mark with a 9, 54 after 6. Mark just a touch full right now. We'll see if he can come out of that. Every one of these bowlers, folks, is capable of throwing 5, 6 in a row at a moment's notice.
Yep, they are.
Times the 4 horsemen right. Mark thinner that time. Better break, more manageable. Overshoots a bit to the left there. Oh! UPS we deliver.
Nice. Mark needed that one because Kai and Matt were up by 21 after that last box.
Mark cutting into the lead here. Kai with an 8-pin break. Mark with a little off the left, but hey, considering the breaks he was getting on the head pin, he'll take that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, just misses.
So this is a big shot for Mark right here. This will really help get them back in the match after the 8 fill. And he buries it.
It's going to make the match a lot closer again.
There's Kai. Getting a bit of a break.
He's got the 1, 3, 10.
Mark couldn't carry the break that time with a 4 fill. Oh, Kai. Very
Those
good bid.
2 spares by Weber brought it back to, they're only down by 8 right now.
Just a little full for Mark.
Guy's looking for a 10. Guy has 107 after 9.
Mark Weber with an 8, shaking his head. I don't know why he's throwing a decent ball. It's just a little off at the moment.
Yep.
So we got 107 for Kai, 94 for Mark, 13 pins. There's a big strike for Kai.
Hammer in the 10th for Kai Hunt.
Mark with a good ball. It's a very interesting split. I believe that's the
2-7-10.
Yeah. Oh!
Wow.
Great bid by Mark Weber there.
Just gotta keep plugging away. They're gonna go eventually. Can't get frustrated.
Now you got 8 more strings to go. You got a partner who's bowling good. You put that one behind you. Move on to the next string. That's the best thing you can do. Guy here with 2 fill balls. So 117 and 2. First ball to the left leaves the 1-3-7-10.
Beautiful ball.
And buries the 1-3.
He starts out with a 124 and a 127. Very impressive.
I believe he is the high bowler so far through 2 strings.
He definitely is. I'll give you those numbers in 1 second.
Yep. Michelle's working on the math here. So again, that string we had Jeff 122, Mark 103, Matt 122, Kai 127.
It's a 20-pin lead for the challengers right now. 456 for the champions, 476 for the challengers, Matt Huff and Kai Hunt.
Lots of time left. We got 8 strings left, folks, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the lead change hands a couple times.
Exactly.
Matt with the first ball of the 3rd string. Ooh, tough break. Great ball. Leaves the 6-7 with no wood. Jeff off to the side, but gets a break. That is the 189. Easy to make with a full rack, tough to make when it's by itself. Matt picks a single to the right, leaving the 7. Jeff takes just the head pin, leaving the 8-9. So we're going to have a couple of open boxes to start. Matt picks a 10. And Jeff with a 9. So the individual total so far from 2 strings, Jeff Lapierre is 240, Mark Weber 216, Matt Huff 225, and Kai Hunt 251. There's that 8-9 again.
Oh, almost.
Big ball for Jeff. He's the 4 pin. Ooh, great bid by Matt. Ball almost came back and took that off the wall. There's Jeff making a 9 stick.
So if you're just tuning in, because people are asking questions, there's a 10 for Matt, 20 after 2. We have the main money match, number 10. Jeff Lapierre and Mark Weber on your left, the 7-time champions, and on your right is Matt Huff and Kai Hunt trying to take them down. These bowlers are bowling for $1,000. The winning team will take home $1,000. And and I am Michelle Atherton, and I'm joined with Brian Atherton.
Yeah. You may recognize me as 1/3 of the hosts of the longest running bi-weekly Candlepin Bowling podcast. There, it's ripping her at. Cheap plug.
You can plug it all day.
Cheap plug.
It's an 8 for Matt. He's got 28 after 3, and a 10 for Jeff, 36 after 3. This is your first time doing the Maine Money Match broadcast.
It is.
I've
yes.
done probably half of them, maybe more than half. It's very fun.
No, I usually watch them, so it's a little different watching it live.
Yep.
So, Jeff with the 10 pin. Nice piece of wood there. Matt with the 135 left, shooting a 10. There's Jeff right there making that shot.
That's 46 in a ball for Lapierre.
And that wood's right there for Jeff. That's a great shot for Jeff, the way his ball trails in.
Yep.
All he's got to do is touch that wood and it's gone.
Yeah, he comes from the left side of the approach a little bit, and he kind of angles towards that pin. People that come in from the right side that are right-handed bowlers, that pin is a little bit more difficult. But I actually bowl a lot like Jeff Lapierre, so the 10 pin doesn't bother me as much.
I am one of those that I don't like it. Nice ball for Jeff with a strike fill on his spare. 66 and 2 balls at the half for Jeff. And he gives a wave to his fan section.
Huff is looking to clean this up.
I'm more like Matt. I start on the right. I throw a cross alley ball. A lot like Matt, backspin with a 10 there. So the 10 pin for me, I'm not a fan.
No. I'm a right-handed bowler, and it's harder for me to get across my body to get the 7 pin. So everybody has a different approach in this game, that's for sure. We all have pins that we don't like to shoot at, and we have pins that are easy to shoot at.
Kai leaving the split. There's that big ball for Mark Weber.
All right, Froggy Sear would say 300 string going on.
That had to feel good for Mark. He struggled a little bit today.
Definitely.
That certainly was not a struggle.
Yeah. You know, all 4 of these bowlers are amazing bowlers, and sometimes it just takes a little bit to get into your rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Those inches that you're missing the pins by, once you figure it out, it's a lot easier.
Big night drop for Kai.
So consistent.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with the repetition. This game is a game where you need to stand in the same spot, do the same thing, throw the same ball, same speed every time.
You do.
To be that consistent.
All right, Kai got a spare in the second.
Great bid by Mark Weber there. Leaves the 9-10 for an 8 fill on his strike. Mark's going to be open after 2. Following the mantra both bowlers are that we have in the men's world, 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Well, in the men's world, you bowl 2 boxes at a time. And you'll do that in the 560 up in Moncton as well. So the mantra is 1 out of 2 every turn.
Interesting. Yes, like I said, it's my first time going to Canada. Oh, almost a hammer by Kai. And I've never bowled in a format with two boxes a person, so it'll be interesting.
A couple of great balls there by these guys. There's Kai picking another one.
9 on his fill, and then a spare right behind it. Those add up quick.
Well, Mark makes his. Both bowlers open in the third. 39 for Kai, 37 for Mark.
Kai's on a mark in the third.
And
Mark is on a mark. Yes. All right. 37 and a ball for Weber. 39 and a ball for Kai.
Great ball by Kai. 3-1. Got a helper in the back, no angling at that head pin, so we're gonna have to see what the wooden front does. Mark just to the right, 6 fill. Great shot by Kai. The wood in the back really helped seal that shot for the back pin. Ooh.
Oh, good offer. He hit the object. Kai's got 55 in the ball in the fourth. Good 10 by Weber. 53 after 4.
Picking is so important, especially in these matches. They can come down to single-digit pins.
Yeah, you think about some of these matches like that I was talking about. They won one match by 25 pins.
One by
That's
35, it looks like. Yeah.
when you think 40 boxes, 10 boxes of bowler times 10 strings. That's
great ball from Mark. He's shaking his head. I can understand why. The 7-9. Kai with a great bid. The ball just didn't carry. See if Mark can do some magic here. I think he's going to take aim at that cap on that flat wood. But he's right on the pin.
that's where he was going.
Kai with a 9. So Kai Hunt with a great half again. 7-2. He's bowling absolutely excellent right now. Mark not far behind with a 62.
I'm going to say after the first half of the last string, depending on what Jeff gets, Jeff had pretty much filled the gap of what they were down. And then Weber is down by 10 on Kai. So, just like you said, I think it's probably going to go back and forth.
Yeah. Strap in, folks. Get your popcorn and sit down because this is one you're going to want to watch every box. Jeff on the head pin.
This is a fill for Jeff for a strike. He's got another ball. And Matt misses wide left.
Leaves the 1-3-8 though, or 1-3-9. Jeff takes the 10 for 9 fill. That off to the right leaves the head pin.
Pair of 10s.
We talked about Mark's Pro Series title earlier. Jeff has 2 Pro Series doubles titles with Scott Lapierre. No, they are not any relation.
Isn't that funny?
But we have a Pro Series event here at the 1-7-10 next weekend. It is the mixed doubles. So come see some of the best male and female bowlers bowl this doubles format up here next week.
Yeah, this is a nice facility. Mark Carrier took this over a little over a year ago, I
2
think.
years almost now.
Was it really?
Almost.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, it's always been a nice place, but he's added some things. And
Mark, I hope you're very warm and enjoying Costa Rica.
I know, yes, I know.
Thinking of us freezing in
All of us.
11-degree weather.
Yeah, all of us that are Facebook friends of Mark, we have to put up with watching him soak up the sun while we're freezing to death. All right, Jeff has 94 after 7.
Matt is 64 after 7. Jeff delivered on the ball, just a little light on the head pin. He leaves a split. Matt a little full, and he leaves a split as well.
It's a good thing we have a racer.
Oh, what a great shot by Jeff. Matt tries to match him and cut it over, but leaves a single. And Matt with a 10.
did better when I was the only commentator and keeping score, and now I've got somebody that's commentating, I've got the score all wrong.
Matt gets a break there. Leaves a makeable spare. Oh, what a bid by Jeff, leaving the 7-pin on the eagle. Matt runs that down the line for a much-needed spare. Again, he's picking very well today, so when he gets these spares, the fills are really adding up. Jeff gets a great 10 out of that spread eagle. So 84 and a ball from Matt. Huff in the box to go. 118 for Jeff. Matt looking to cut into that lead.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the scores from some of the other money matches. Just been right around 118 or better average. On Maine money match number 3, Jeff bowled a 13.32. That was a really good one. That was the one that they took the championship away from Paul Dyer and Mark Carrier.
That little foot on the hit. So we had a 6-foot there. Jeff with a 10. 28 for Jeff. Matt with a 10 himself for 100. So Matt gets the triple digits. Speaking of Markey and Jason Sparks are third on the waiting list in the main money match.
Yes, and you had brought up Scott Lapierre, who's not related to Jeff Lapierre. He's going to be next with Carl Witham.
Yes.
Carl Witham is bowled in this tournament, I guess whatever you call it.
Big strike for Mark Webber to lead off the 6. Kai looking to answer. Let's see what this wood does. It's up a little high. It's going to look fast.
Yeah, this will be Scott Lapierre's first time in a money match. Carl Witham was in Maine money match number 6. And he bowled with Jason Sparks.
Kai just wide to the left, so he'll go for a 10. We want to thank the 82 people watching.
Yes, it's very exciting. Glad you guys are joining us.
Mark gets the head pin to fall there, so he leaves the 8-10. Got some helpers down there. Kai with a split of his own. 1-7-9-10. First shot by Mark using that piece of wood.
Somebody's asking about scores. I'll give you scores in just a minute. I will say we're more than halfway through the 3rd string, and it's pretty close. So I'll give you the real scores in just 1 second.
It's Kai with a 9. He's 89 through 7.
Weber has 92 and a ball in the 7th. Wow.
Marking a 9 fill. He's really turning it on now. Kai looking to answer. Great ball, but just a very rough split for Kai.
So after game number 2, the champions had 456. And the challengers were in the lead by 20 pins with 476.
Great bid there by Kai. Another great mark by Mark.
Mark by Mark.
Yeah, 111 and a ball through 8 for Mark. Kai struggling. He's 97 through 8.
This is
boxes left though.
This is, well, the longest Kai's gone without a mark. We'll put it that way, but he's been bowling incredibly.
This Kai was the high total after 2 games, 251. A great ball by Mark. That's a hammer. Kai again looking to answer. Gets the 5 pin to wiggle a bit. We got a road Deadwood rolling up the lane here.
Weber's got a mark in every box in this back half. He started out with a strike and a spare on it, and a spare on that, and now a strike on the second spare. He has 131 and 2 balls in the 9th. And they...
Kai with a spare. And Mark, I wouldn't say he struggled through the first 2 strings, but he didn't bowl as well as he'd like to, so...
No, he had a...
what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and he had a lot of bad breaks, but he just kept pinning his way to right now, and that's what you have to do.
Mark Weber again, just throwing a decimation ball, leaves the 5-pin on the strike. Kai throwing a great ball himself, that's a strike.
Strikes on a spare.
I believe Kai has hit the head pin almost every ball in this back half as well.
That
Mark
gives...
puts it in the hole,
So
just to the right.
Kai has 127 and 2 balls in the last box.
Mark is 150, 160, I think. 150, I'm sorry, 150. Big string for Mark.
Kai has 2 more balls. After this game wraps up, I'll give you the scores, but the champions have definitely taken the lead in the match right now.
Great total by Jeff and Mark. 28 and 150.
78.
Kai gets a 9 on that for 136, I believe. I'll have the scores for you guys here in just a second. So, after 3 strings, your champions, Jeff Lapierre and Mark Weber, apparently. And your challengers are at 7-12. We'll have the individual scores for you here in a second. Can they go congregate at the other end?
What's that?
Can they go congregate at the other fucking end?
Yeah, no kidding.
9-pin drop for Jeff to open the 4th game.
Well, that 150
And
definitely
we won't say
brought...
what that is for Matt.
No.
Favorite lead.
Yeah.
Jeff just to the left of his 9 drop.
That 150 for Weber really brought him back into the game.
It did. So after 3 strings, your totals are Jeff Lapierre's 368. His partner Mark Weber right behind him at 366. Matt Huff at 325, and the individual leader after 3 strings, Kai Hunt, 387. Great bowling for Kai there.
All right, so Jeff started out with a 9, and Matt also started out with a 9.
Cameras needed.
Love it daily, but yeah. Thank you.
So the champions were down by 20 after game number 2, and now they're up by 22 after game number 3. So it shows you right there, 20 pins can be gone or gained in a big hurry.
Oh, yes, Jeff and I have bowled. I bowled in the Worlds with Jeff quite a few times in 1 year. We had a 20-something pin lead in the playoff match, and it disappeared quite quickly.
Yeah.
With 10 boxes to go.
Yeah,
so.
spares, strikes, 9 loads, those all they add up very quick.
Yes, they do.
Well, they're matching each other. They both started with 9s, and then they both pick up 10s for their second box.
Jeff just to the right. Matt just to the left, and that leaves the horseman Jeff with a 6 pins. Jeff with a great shot, leaving with 10. Jeff with a 10. Or 9, I guess. Matt with a 9 as well.
So somebody said their feed cut out. I think it's going good on our end, so
Yeah.
it's probably...
I haven't noticed any blips yet.
No, but somebody was asking about the score. So the champions are up by 22 pins after the third game.
Jeff with a 2-pinner. Cherry's the left-hand side. Matt with that dreaded spread eagle.
Ugh. Yeah, the champions have 7:34 after 3, and the challengers have 7:12 after 3. Oh, that's a tough 6 for Matt.
Both bowlers open through 4 boxes here. See who can get the first mark here in the first string. Leaves the 4 horsemen right.
Good ball by Matt. Leaves the 5-7. Oh, he's not going to have any help either.
Nobody stays on the deck for him.
No.
He's got a cut shot. Jeff a little full on the 3-pin. Wins that pin. Matt on the right side of the 5-pin. So with a 9 for Jeff, he's 47 through 5. Matt with a 9 himself, he's 43 through 5. Both bowlers without a mark, but their partners coming up, and they both coming off good strings.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some good bowling already early on. Mark Weber has the high game of the first 3 strings at a 150. Kai Hunt has high total for 3 at 387.
8 drop there with there's a spare for Mark.
Starts it right back up. They both start it right back up in the 4th game. So the rest of our list for the waiting list, and like we said, it was long. I think we talked last about Madison Riva and Amanda Carroll. They are 2, 4, 6 in line. The 7th team in line is C- and Stephen Body.
Yep, they bowled in money match number 8. Lost by 35, so they're going to give it another try. After that, we have Sean Morrison, a great bowler from the state of Maine, and Nick Nocross.
That's going to be fun to watch,
That'll be a
too.
good bowler, or a good match. And then DJ Trask and Chris Merrill after that. And then Richard Beveridge Jr. and Jason Kaler. Jason Kaler owns Oakland Park Bowling Center in Rockport, Maine.
They each got 4s on their spare. And then Mark gets an 8 box for a 22, and Kai gets a 9 for a 23. So yeah, there's not one match on there that I wouldn't want to watch. There's some good bowlers coming up to try to see if they can win the $1,000. And you got to think, at some point, when or if anybody beats Mark and Jeff, they're going to want to put their name right back in the hat, right?
And it makes it all the more important to win, because if you lose, like we said, you're 10 deep now on a waiting list.
Yep.
That's almost a year if they're once a month.
Correct.
So,
And they haven't consistently been once a month, so it could be a
life
long
gets in
time.
the way. We're all busy. It was the holidays recently. Hope everyone had a great holiday. It's a new year, so we got some new time for some bowling.
Yeah, I haven't done a broadcast since summertime because there was hunting season and then Christmas season, and so I was excited to get back.
There's a lot of bowling tournaments too. It's hard to fit one of these in with something else that any
Yeah.
one of the four bowlers are already bowling in.
Well, that's the problem, and we both bowl.
Right.
So, you know, they might be bowling in the money match, and we might be bowling in a state tournament
Right.
somewhere, which has also happened.
Both bowlers with 2 pins left. Mark Cleans is up for a 10. 5.
I has 41 after 4. Mark has 42 after 4. The match is 26 pins that the champions are in the lead by right now. Right to the box.
Mark with a diamond, just
Oh, wow.
great cut shot by Kyle.
Wow. What do you say about that? He was, well,
With like one.
considering his other scores, he only had 41 after 4, so I
Weber
probably
cleans that up for a 10.
consider that struggling, but he ends up with Kai ends up with a 51 and a ball. Mark is 52.
Back to the leadoff bowlers here.
Here we go.
Jeff and Matt both struggling, both open through 5. No marks.
Matt's got the check mark.
Getting
If I was him, I'd rather it stand 2.
the wood behind it's definitely going to help.
Good ball
Matt
by
makes a check
Matt.
mark. That'll help you break out of a slump. Jeff just misses his object, almost gets
Yeah.
it to carry. Ooh,
Bad wood.
roadblock, 9.
So Matt can kind of help his team gain some pins back right now. I think we're at 25 pins right now that the champions are in the lead. Oh, just misses.
Matt not getting a mix off the corner. Jeff buries the pocket. Leaves 2 pins.
He's got the 5-8 there.
Matt carrying the object. Leaves the 2 for 7. There's Jeff making the 2-pinner.
That's the difference between good bowlers and okay bowlers. Just picking up those pins with no wood in them is helping them.
Making the shots you're supposed to make and pinning.
Or should I say that's the difference between these bowlers and me? Because I'm barely a 100 average bowler, so it's fun to watch these guys when you're just an okay bowler.
There's Jeff going just to the right. When he gets a carry, 6 fill, 179.10. Matt with a check mark and the one in the back makes it again. He certainly likes that check mark shot.
I guess so. 74 and a ball and the 8th.
Jeff with a great bid, even the 7-10 though. Jeff with a 9. 81 through 8 for Jeff Lapierre. 74 and a ball through 8 for Matt Huff.
Matt's looking for a better fill than the last one. Oh, same pin, but he got way better help. He gets an 8 on it. Wow.
Jeff with a great ball. That's what we like to call a slump buster strike. You've been struggling, you throw it, you come off the struggle.
Oh,
Yeah,
close
just-
up from that. Yeah, that 8 fill brought Matt above Jeff in this game, but then Jeff throws a hammer and it kind of blows the wind out of your sails. Matt has 90 after 9. Jeff Lapierre has 91 and 2 balls.
Matt again just to the left of the head pin. Takes 3. Jeff with another great ball. Thought it was going to be. It didn't snap back like the other ones had been, so he leaves it left.
Oh, sorry. Knocking you over.
Wow.
That's an 8 fill for Jeff.
9 for Matt, 99. 8 for Jeff for 107. So Jeff getting 8 pins there. So here's Jeff's 4th string. We'll have match string up here. $99.
Weber threw a 9-pin drop. Oh, he picks up the diamond. Kai does.
Nice fill for Kai, 6 and another for him. Mark using the wood to make his 9 drop to match the spare.
So after Jeff and Matt bowled, the champions have a 30-pin lead.
Kai Hunt doing his best, though, to eliminate that.
Yes,
with
he
a
is.
Strike on a spare. Mark on his spare leaves the spread eagle.
Oh, yeah. Kai has 87 and 2 balls in the 7th. Oh, rough $5.
$5.
Kai is definitely cutting into the lead on this right here.
This makes this first ball for Kai very important. A double here is very big. Help cut into that lead.
It's got the 4 horsemen and even a spare on strikes, an extra 10 pins.
Mark just to the right, but gets some help.
Oh, maybe.
Leaves the 4-7 with a plank. Kai to the left, so 6 and a fill for Kai. Mark making the most of that break.
It's a tough 7 for Kai. Kai has 100 after 8. Mark Weber has 81 in the ball in the 8th.
Kai all over the front one, just a touch full.
A little full, yep.
Mark getting a break. Comes, oh, he's got the head pin wiggling.
Oh, very good offer.
It's a great bid by Kai.
Yep.
Cut that lead pin with his object in between the two legs. Mark all over the object, which was the head pin.
And
You
Mark,
only got to hit it once, folks.
Mark's partner was telling him that's the hardest 9-pin drop in bowling
It really
right
is.
there. Guy has 108 with 1 box to go. Weber has 100 and a ball in the 9th.
leaves 6. Mark Harris pocket. Leaves a 5-10. He's got a couple helpers.
That matches them in the 9th box right now at 108. Mark just came back and took all those pins away that Kai.
I'm thinking if I'm Mark here, I think I'm playing the 10 pin.
Oh.
I think if you can fit it in that hole, I think it might.
Yeah, I agree.
Kai with a 10 pin.
118 for Kai.
Oh, we'll never know, but that works. He makes his 10.
We have a pair of 118s.
So after 4 strings, your 4th string, Jeff Lapierre 107, Matt Huff 99, Mark Weber 118, Kai Hunt 118. And we'll have some updated scores for you here in just a second, folks.
30 pins.
So, we have our champions, Jeff Lapierre and Mark Weber, are at 9:59 after 4. The challengers, Kai Hunt and Matt Huff, are at 9:29 after 4. So we got a 30-pin lead for the champions. We'll have some individual scores for you here in just a second. All right, folks, we get ready to start our 5th game here, which is the halfway point. So after this string, we'll be halfway through the money match here. So individual totals after 4 strings. Jeff Lapierre at 475. Mark Weber at 484. Matt Huff at 424. And Kai Hunt leads all bowlers at 505 after 4. We'll try and speak up a little bit, folks. Get a little loud in here as business picks up here at the 1710.
Yeah, when we got here this morning, we were the only ones here, and now it's definitely picking up. It's good for business.
It is.
So if you're watching this, Mark, from, is it Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Yeah, you're doing good business here. Oh, you're soaking up the sun. All right, we have a 9 for Lapierre in the first box of the 5th game, and Matt Huff has an 8.
Full on the headband, leaves 3 and 2. Jeff full as well with his own 3 and 2 of a different variety. Matt's got a little bit of wood that could help him out here, depending on where he hits it. It rolled the other way, so. Jeff with a wayward ball. There's a 9 for Matt. Jeff with a 6.
We have a new low box of the day. Oh no, maybe I think we had a 5 box.
We did have a 5 earlier, yes. We've only seen 1 lemon drop today, so.
I'm just double checking my math.
Yep. Both bowlers here with 5. That in the hole. Jeff on the headpin. Can't carry the 10 though. So both bowlers will be open through 3.
Seems as though I can add in my head because everything's correct. I do it for a living,
Never
so I
in
should be
doubt, yeah.
good.
We got a 6 for Matt and a 9 for Jeff.
Everybody's trying to pump Matt up so he doesn't get down on himself.
Yes.
He definitely has it in him, so.
Matt on the headpin again, just full again. Leaves the eagle. Jeff on the headpin, a little lighter. Split of his own, but he's got some help.
He's got the 4-5 left.
There's the wood touching both pins, so.
I think that 4 is, yeah,
I think this is a matter of which pin do you want to play in the face, which is your 9 drop of choice, the 4 pin or the 5 pin.
Mark just told him the 4, and that's where I would go to.
I myself would play the 5. Only because my ball's going to go away, Jeff, it comes back.
Oh, and he goes way right. That's crazy. He did his own thing, and it's probably better.
I don't believe that was one of the reads they talked about, but it worked.
Nope. You never know. All right, Matt Huff is, he's had a couple bad breaks. He just needs to keep pinning and get by it. That's a good ball. Really good ball.
Jeff looks out to the left, but with the rotation, he's going to get a fill. As we say in the game, not bad for the ocean.
Right. Very nice for Matt.
That'd be a good way to sit. Looking on the ball for Matt at the half. A couple of tough breaks there with a couple spread eagles. Jeff just to the left of his spare shot, so he's going to be. We're going to see if that swings up. It does not. It's 50 after 5, so halfway.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit, but they both, they've got their partners coming up here to see what they can do.
Like Matt, a little full.
Oh.
3 out of the last 6 boxes, folks, have been spread eagle on 6.
That's rough, especially when you're down by 30 pins. Oh, wow, maybe. That was almost the late one.
Kai with a good bid.
Oh.
They're just to the right.
Game of inches. That is a good 9.
Great bid for Kai. It's a tough bid for a 9. John converts his 10.
So since people jump on here all the time, for everybody that's been watching from the start, I always apologize, but we'll just let people know what we're doing here. A lot of people jump on late. They have no idea what they're watching. So my name is Michelle Atherton. I'm with Brian Atherton, and we're at 1710 Sports Center, Bowling and Sports Center in Augusta, Maine. And this is Maine Money Match number 10. The Maine Money Match started in June of 2022. And the champions today won in Maine Money Match number 3. And they've been winning ever since. They're bowling 10 strings. They're bowling for $1,000. So each person will receive $500. Thank you.
Right, so Jeff and Mark have won 7 of them. So that's a nice little $3,500 payment.
No kidding.
7 of these in a row. They're going to have to start claiming it on their taxes.
Right.
Kai with a 9-pin drop and a big wiggle. Mark with his own good ball. He's going to take the 7, I believe. That helps that shot out.
Good ball by Kai. He's got.
Using the wood, making his spares. He's going to be 29 and a ball after 3.
We have 10 teams signed up on the waiting list to get into this Maine Money Match. And that's a spare for Weber in the 3rd.
Yeah, those teams again. We got the next challengers on the list. We got Carl Witham and Scott Lapierre. After that, Aaron St. Cyr and Nate Lees from Massachusetts. Jason Sparks and Mark Carrier, who owns 1710 here in Augusta. And then Justin Waters and Danny Harris, pull out of Academy Bowling Lanes. They both bowl in the same Friday Night Pro League team and the same Men's Worlds team. Phenomenal bowlers. Speaking of that, there's a great ball from Mark with a hammer. After that, we have my friend, the King of the North, Calvin Locke and Corey Smith. And then Maddie Riva and Amanda Carroll. C-minus and Stephen Body coming down again. They bowled in money match 8. Sean Morrison and Nick Milcross. DJ Trask and Chris Merrill, and then Richard Beveridge Jr. and Jason Kaler, who owns Oakland Park Bowling Center in Northport, Maine. So those are your teams that are on the waiting list right now. If you'd like to get on the waiting list, contact Mark Weber.
Yeah, you can find Maine Money Match postings all over Candlepin chat. There's always a way to get a hold of Mark.
Good half for kayak. It's going to make him 56 in a ball after 5. Mark with a great bid. He leaves the 10. So that's a 9 fill on his strike.
It's got 59 after 4. And if you're just joining us, after 4 games, the champions are up by 30 pins.
Mark with a 9, so he's going to be 68 after 5. Again, the totals after 4 games. This is halfway through the 5th.
I saw that.
So halfway through this 5th game, we have Jeff at 50 and his partner Mark at 68. Matt and Kai are both on Marks. Matt is 39 in a ball through 5. Kai is 56 in a ball through 5. And after 4 games, Jeff and Mark are 959. Matt and Kai are 929. Again, so a 30-pin lead for Jeff and Mark after 4 games. Here halfway through the 5th.
And Jeff gets a 4 on his spare, and Matt gets a 7. Oh, sorry, Jeff didn't have a spare. Cancel that.
Oh, he hit us now, though.
Well, there we go.
As he made that down, you tricked the future there, Michelle.
I guess so.
Matt himself with a
good ball.
bid. Just can't get pesky. Now you can carry.
Yeah, that 7 fill brought him up to a 46 half. That's pretty good from the struggle that he started with.
He was hitting the object pin, the head pin, but he just leaving the 2 boxes in a row. He left the spread even.
Yep.
Then to see Kai leave it in the
Then
first box.
his partner came up and did it in the 3rd box. Yeah. A little thin, but he's got a real. Oh, well, that's better than a good break. That's a strike in the 7th.
Jeff. That's a 10 count.
Good ball by Matt.
Matt himself, he's going to lead with 3-9.
It gives Lapierre 80 and 2 balls in the 7th.
Oh, a little later than he expected, but it went all the same.
And Matt Huff has 65 and a ball in the 7th.
Three out of four of these bowlers, folks, all have high signals over 190. So
wow, there's a double.
That's a double for Jeff. And if MD was here, that would be $5.
Oh, really?
Jeff McLean, our friend MD,
Yeah.
bowled on his world's team main event back when we had it. He will still pay you $5 if you throw a double.
Oh, that's funny. Matt
It's
got
quite the
6 on his
motivational
spare.
feat in the worlds to know you get $5 if you throw a double from everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Matt with a 9 box, so he's going to be back to par. He's 80 through 8. Jeff on a little run there. He's 103 balls in the 8. So he's on a double. So
Yeah,
this
he's got
third ball-
90
this
and a
first
ball
here
in
will
the
be
7th. Yep.
It'll be his 3rd ball of the 7th.
We don't see many triples in these matches. We'll see if we can.
That could be a little.
That was the ball,
maybe.
maybe. 29 in the 7th box.
Matt off to the right. He's going to get a help.
Now Jeff has 109 and a ball in the 8th.
One more ball on the spare, yeah. That's right. So he's going to make that clean.
119 in the 8th, 129 and a ball in the 9th.
That makes us to answer Matt 90 and a ball in the 9th. And again, that double for Jeff was very, how to turn the tide here.
That's crazy. He only started with a 50 half, and he's got 129 and a ball in the 9th.
79 pins and 4 boxes and another ball to work.
That's impressive.
As they say, 20 a box add up quick. That's one.
Oh my
God. He's right. That very well could have been a 4-bagger. There's our friend the lemon drop.
Jeff is looking at 100 half. 100 back half.
Jeff has averaged over 20 pins a box, I believe, for his 4 boxes here. So that's just how you're explosive. Matt with another 99, his second in a row. So some work to do for Matt in the back half to get back up to where he's used to bowling. Jeff with a big ball here. A double here is really big.
Oh my
There's another
gosh.
double. That could have been a 5-bagger, folks.
You're kidding me.
He threw a double, a 9-drop, and then another double.
He has a 109 plus a ball back half. This is crazy. This is like 9-pin bowling, but it's real bowling. He has 149 plus this ball, and he started with a 50 half.
Well, I don't think the score's added in yet, so 19, 29, 39, 49, 59, 59.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It is 159 plus ball.
It's a good place to leave that one. Great bowling for Jeff. 167. Jeff.
That's a 117 back half, folks.
17 back half.
Crazy. All right, we definitely need to put this up on the board. Hey, good game.
Thank you.
He's going around and everybody wants to congratulate him. All right, you got to see the score on this one. I'll get this. There we go. Jeff Lapierre, game number 5. He started a little slow, had a 50 half, and then look at all the spares and strikes. And he ends up with a 167. Crazy.
His partner Mark answering with his spare of his own. Just full.
That opened up the lead quite a bit.
It does. But we still have a whole half of match to go.
Oh yeah, it's early.
5 beans. Hit drop from Mark on the spill. Again, hitting the pocket, but the split, and he leaves 2 and 1.
That just gave Lapierre 642 after 5, which is 128.4 average in the first 5 games. That's how you keep your championship.
Yes.
But Kai and Matt still have something to say about it because we've got
Kai's right there with him.
half of the match. He does.
Well over 600.
He is too. All right, Mark has 97 in the ball in the 7th. Kai has 81 after 7. Oh, good break by Kai. That could have been a bad break. Weber gets 7 on his fill.
Oh, he just didn't get that pin to bounce off the ball. I think it's not where he wanted to hit it. Kai with a break. It did not carry.
a 10 for Weber.
The 10 for Kai as well. 91 through the 8 for Kai. 14 through the 8. Another big total for the champions coming up here.
Yeah, Weber's partner just threw a 167. Weber's looking at a 130 or better for his game. So that's going to be 300, somewhere around 300 for just two bowlers.
Yep. Big ball there. He needs two-pin. Kai with a strike.
Nice one by Kai. Oh.
Cherried the front.
Yeah, we had talked earlier about how in some of these money matches, some of them Mark picks Jeff up and some of them Jeff is picking Mark up, but today it seems like they're both bowling pretty consistently.
They really are. I mean, if you look here, I mean, just the scores that we have from the few matches, the only money match that Mark, I believe, hasn't bowled 1,200 was the first one, when Jeff went 13.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Exactly.
It's the epitome of teamwork, folks. Like I said, all four of these guys do bowl together in the men's worlds in November. They are on Bowling Ball Mafia, as you can see from Kai and Matt's shirts. Mark and Jeff bowl with Drywall Concepts in the mixed worlds, which is Mark Carrier's team.
Right.
So it's their jerseys you see there.
Oh, just misses. Good
Mixed
offer.
worlds this year, coming from Academy Lanes in Bradford, Massachusetts. Was originally supposed to be at Lowell's in New Hampshire, but there's a little thing called a NASCAR race or something there that weekend, and it made getting hotels a little difficult.
Oh my gosh. All right, Mark ends up with
133 for Mark Weber and 120 for Kai. So, folks, we are at the halfway point here in the 10th main money match. The champions do hold a lead. We'll have the exact numbers here for you in a minute. That was quite the total for Jeff and Mark there. I believe that's 310, if I did my math correctly in my head.
We had talked about being around 300 for both bowlers on the champions. It was exactly 300.
So 300 total for Jeff and Mark.
Which is impressive.
And the champions through the first 5 strings, they are 1259.
Now we've got 111 pin.
So we have a 111 pin lead for the champions after 5 strings. 1148 for the challengers.
Individual scores, Jeff just overtook Kai for a lead bowler.
Yeah, so the individual scores we have, Jeff Lapierre is your high man after 5 at 642. Mark Weber, his partner, is 617. Matt Huff, 523. Kai Hunt, 625.
Jeff starts out with an 8 and Matt starts out with a 10 in the beginning of the 6th game.
Jeff going to get a bit of a break there. He's going to get some wood to roll in and help him. Matt Huff leaves 7.
No, it's 111 because Jeff just told that. So yeah, that 167 by Jeff definitely made things a little bit more difficult.
Jeff just a little bit full on that. I think he wanted to be on the side of it more. Well, look from Matt there. Oh, little rebound action there for Jeff to grab a 10.
Matt.
10. We're starting our 6th string here, folks. Again, we're halfway through the main money match. We have your champions, Jeff Lapierre and Mark Weber, 1259 after 5. Your challengers, Matt Huff and Kai Hunt at 1148. So we have 111 11 pin lead.
5 games to go. It's not over by any means. Oh,
Win.
wow.
Came from the heavens and dropped down.
Yeah. Matt's got a cluster in the middle to pick up. Oh, wow, that was a great
Bounce
offer.
behind it.
And that's a 9 for Matt. He's got 29 after 3.
I brought it over.
Oh, there's the spread eagle for Jeff. Matt with a big ball. He didn't single thing on the drop. Jeff too full on the object. Matt just missing.
Gross.
That's a tough 6 box for Jeff.
Those spread eagles, they're hard. You got to be so fine trying to make them.
Yep. And Matt Huff continues to keep plugging away. He has no spares in this 6 game, but he's got 3 10s and a 9. He just keeps plugging away, pinning. All right, another bad break. Both
This
of
one
them.
a little bit more makeable for Matt.
Yep.
2 want to get him for Jeff. Got to rely on some bounces from the wood.
It's almost like the triangle. You got to hit it just right to get that back pin.
Jeff there on the cap.
And he does.
That'll get you off the slide here. So 49 the ball for Matt Huff. The 6. 46 for Jeff.
All right, now we have Weber and Kai Hunt. Beginning of game number 6. Kai has 625 after 5. He's been bowling unbelievable. Mark Weber has been consistent. He had a 150 game. He's got 617 after 5. And that's a spare for Weber. That's a tough shot right there. 2 pins right back to back. Kai's just looking to get 1 or 2. He gets 1. I just gave somebody a bowling ball with a big chunk taken out of it. That happens in bowling, that's for sure. Good ball by Weber. He's got the 410 left with wood in the front. He gets 8 on his fill, 18 after 1. Oh, beautiful shot by Weber. He's not letting up. The first game he had, first 2 games I would say, he was struggling a little bit, and then he came back with a vengeance. He got a 150 in the 3rd, a 118 in the 4th, a 133 in the 5th, and he started out this game with 2 spares. Kai Hunt has 18 after 2. Weber, oh my God, that's terrible. That's worse than the spread eagle. He gets 2 pins out of a head pin hit. the 1 and the 9 pin. You've got to wonder how that happens. Kai. Oh, it's wiggling, but it doesn't go. That's a great out by Weber. It's a third 9 in a row for Kai Hunt. He's looking for a mark in the 6th. 27 after 3. Weber has 39 after 3. Weber. He's right on the head pin again, and he leaves the 2 pin standing. Kai leaves the same 2 pins he had in the first box, but he's got a little bit of wood to help guide to get that back pin. Weber misses his. Kai's all over it. Beautiful shot. 37 in a ball for Kai. Weber takes a 9. Thank you all for joining us.
Those kind of look like my shoes.
Got a pretty good crowd watching from here, and it looks like we have a pretty good crowd watching online, so. My partner in commentating standing here, you can't even see us, but he's got the most beautiful new sneakers ever.
Thank you. I'm a sneaker guy, much like Jeff.
All right, Kai had 5 on his spare. And Kai ends up with a 51.5. Weber, 57.
Hey, somebody's biking out on that's
All right, your turn.
Yeah.
Now I'm going on.
We are back here.
I'll catch up on this when I get back.
So we got Matt and Jeff starting their back half of the 6th game. Matt leaving 2 here on a good head pin hit. Jeff, check mark in a bucket. Matt unable to make the shot, leaves 9. There's a 10 for Matt. And a 10 for Jeff. Matt with a 2-pinner. Jeff leaves the 1-2-7-10. Matt just misses to the left, leaves the 5-pin. Jeff leaves the 10. So Matt with a 10, so that's going to be 77 through 7. And Jeff makes his 10, he's 66 through 7.
Setting pins. What's wrong with it? I wasn't setting pins.
And we get a 111 pin lead for the champions after 5 strings. They're about a little over halfway through the 6th string, and there's a strike for Jeff. Matt leaves the 1-7-10, the house special for a 10. And he makes it. A great 10 for Matt. So 87 through 8 for Matt Huff. Jeff is 76 and 2 balls through 8. Matt leaves a check mark. Jeff almost with another double.
Almost.
There's a 10.
Matt likes that
Or
check
spare
mark.
for Matt. He does. He likes that check mark.
Oh, that was
And Jeff
unconventional.
with a fancy read up there. He gets spare on his strike. It's going to put Jeff at 96 and a ball through 9. Matt is 97 and a ball through 9. So one
Yeah,
big difference.
Jeff was struggling. He had 66 after 7, and now he's definitely got some bonus pins up there.
Matt's going to get a little bit of a break here. Jeff a touch full, but let's see how this one sets. 7 for Jeff on his spare. Matt with a 5. Matt a little full on the head, but he's going to leave the 10 there. Jeff with a harder shot. He's going to find a way to carry this pin to the right side of the pin and get the other 2. Oh, he throws the pin and the ball,
A
but
little bit wide, a little bit left.
Matt with what I believe is a 10. So 112 from Matt Huff here. And 8 from Jeff. He's 111. So Matt able to get 1 pin back here. Also able to get back on track here after a couple of the last couple strings not where he wanted them.
We'll show the 6th game. We want to put that up, and I'll add up.
Kai with 8. Here is Jeff's 6th string. And we have Matt's 6th string here. Open it up.
Weber almost picked that up. We couldn't see it because of the scores on the. Kai gets a 9 box. They both get 9 boxes.
9 for each. 4 boxes to go here in the 6th string of the 10th Maine money match here at 1710 Bowling Center in Augusta, Maine.
Weber has 66 after 6. Kai has 60 after 6. We'll throw this up here again and show you where we're at after 5 games. These are the challengers, Matt and Kai. They have 1148
Great shot
after
by Kai.
5.
He converts his spare. Mark almost converts his as well. You don't love off the wall.
All right, and then we've got the champions who are up by 111 after game number 5. These are their scores.
Mark made his
1259.
down. Mark is 76 through 7. Kai is 70 and a ball through 7 balls.
Kai definitely wants to keep marking. They have some pins to catch up. That just ties him up with Weber in this string. 76 for both of them after 7.
Both guys with 4 pin breaks here. Kai just to the left, so he's going to only take 1. Mark with a great shot.
Beautiful shot. That got everybody pumped up a little bit.
Kai with an 8 box, he's going to be 84 through 8. Mark missed that wonderful spare shot he made. It's going to be 86 for a ball. 2 boxes left here to go in the 6th string. We got a little bit of a lane issue here, folks.
So yeah, we have
So we're going to take a break here while we have somebody go down and fix the equipment.
We have some highlight sheets spread out in front of us with bowler information, and the titles that these 4 guys have are pretty impressive. They didn't get here to this money match without some good
Like I said
history.
earlier, 3 of the 4 of them all have high singles over 190. Mark's is 195. Jeff's is 193. I actually got to keep score for that up in Moncton, New Brunswick in the Worlds. I think that was back in 2015, I believe. Kai's is 191, and Matt, Matt's under 190, but it's 187. So,
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
still nothing to
shake a hat
Right.
at. No. We've got Jeff Lapierre is 41 years old.
Mark's 24. Mark's the youngest.
Yeah, Kai is 20. So the two people up there bowling are the 2 youngest. Mark's 24, Kai's 20.
Matt's 36 and Jeff is 41.
Yeah, the young people coming up into bowling is
So, another cheap plug, but tomorrow night on Rip in the Rack, we will have 3 young bowlers from the state of Maine, Mark Weber being one of them. Kerrigan Skinner and Cole Fry will all be on the show. So
Yeah.
make sure you tune in. We're going to go about 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
oh, that's a tough one.
That's a hard one to wait to come back to.
Oh,
for
good
Mark,
ball
yeah.
by Weber. Yeah, we watch a lot of YouTube bowling, and we go back and watch the new gen, and a lot of these bowlers, Kerrigan, you just mentioned, Kai Hunt, Cole Fry, they were all in the Candlepin's new generation, and now they're all adults and doing just as well, if not better.
So the box to go here in the 6th string. Mark is 105 in the ball as he had a 9-pin drop in another. And 90 even for Kai. Kai, we're going to get a 9 drop here with a nice piece of wood. Mark again, blister in the head bend. He's going to get 8 on his mark. Kai would have made it without the wood. So he's going to go 11. Mark, he
Great
makes
ball.
a great shot. Go 11 also.
That shows you what speed will do.
Yes.
If a slower bowler hit that shot, that never would have
In
taken that 4
spot,
pin.
no.
Good
Kai
ball
able to
by
get a
Kai.
break.
109 for Kai.
We see the spread eagle again.
Yeah, push the button on that one. He's
Yeah,
done.
it's a good spot to leave it.
127
127 for Mark. So we got a 238 for Jeff and Mark. And a 241 for Matt and Kai. We'll take a look at these sheets here. This is Kai's 6th string, as we'll put up here. And then Mark Weber's 6th string. $127. We'll have the updated team totals for you here in a second. We're getting ready to start string 7 here of the 10th Maine money match. So after 6 strings, your champions of 128 pin lead, it appears. Jeff and Mark. $14.97 for 6. And Matt and Kai. $13.69. 13.69 for 6. 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 Have some individual totals for you here in a second as Michelle takes care of that. Matt, all over that one. Matt with a 10, Jeff with a 5. We're waiting on the computer scores here to get out. The screens aren't cooperating. But Jeff had a 5, Matt had a 10. Jeff again all over the front one. He's going to leave the 9-10 with a couple pieces of wood. Matt leaves the Cleary.
Or as they call it, his sister's Christy Hapworth, and for some reason they started calling it the Christy Hapworth Special up here. I think Paul Grant said that.
There's a 9 for Matt. 10 for Jeff.
So on the individual scores, Jeff Lapierre has 753 after 6. Mark Weber, 744 after 6. Matt Huff, 635. And Kai Hunt, 734.
Matt goes to half Worcester. Jeff, horseman in 1. Matt finds the hole. Jeff able to take it down. So mark for Jeff. That's going to make him 25 in a ball after 3. Matt over to the side. He's going to get 7. 26 after 3 for Matt. 2 boxes left in the front half for each. Jeff averaging 125 and a half right now. His partner Mark right behind him at 124. Matt struggling a little bit. He's 105 points, or 106, which is below him. And Kai, he's having a great day, 122. So 7 for Jeff on his fill. Matt leaves the diamond, and he's going to make it.
That's a good pickup for Matt.
Jeff with a triangle just left. So Matt's going to be able to cut into it with a bonus ball of his own. Jeff with a 9.
41 after 4.
Matt.
That ties him up at 41 after 4.
Jeff with a big ball. Ooh, kick.
Very close. We're in the beginning of game number 7 out of a 10-game money match here in Maine.
Matt just can't get the 10-foot ball down. 9-pin drop for Jeff. He's going to be on the pin, I believe, here. Here he is. Got a piece of garbage in his left gutter. He's going to get out of there.
51 on the ball at the half for Lapierre. And Matt takes a 10, 51 at the half.
So just a ball separates Jeff and Matt here in the first half of Game 7 of the money match. Your champions, they have a 120-pin lead.
Kai's a little wide left. He leaves the 1-7.
He's got a good plank, though, there. That
He
ought to drive
does.
that head pin down.
Good
Mark
ball
with
for
an absolute
Weber.
detonation ball.
Mark Weber has a 300 stringer win.
And there's Kai, just as I said. He hits that plank and it goes down. So spare for him. Ball left over there for Kai. Clean that out. Folks, whoever wins this, main money match number 10, will face Carl Witham and Scott Lapierre in main money match 11. Date and time to come.
If you want to get on the list, might be a couple of years out from now, but get on the list. This is fun. Oh, that was almost a double. I don't know. We still have 4 strings to go. Kai and Matt have a little bit of a hill to climb, so it's not over.
Time to sign now. We get 9 on his strike. It's 19 after 1. Kai's 26 after 2. Oh, 28. Mark Weber after 2 boxes.
I don't know if the champions make it through today. They're in the lead by 138. Everybody on this list is gonna be vying for them.
A little bit of a bounce there. He gets a good break on it.
He's got the 1, 8, 10 left, and Kai picks his up for a spare.
Nothing easy about that one. I actually don't think that pin that's still there for Kai was any good.
Nope. Oh, that was a great offer. That's a 9.
That's going to be a 9.
Yeah, it's hard to beat 125.5 average and 124 average. Both bowlers have to be.
We said usually it's one or the other of them that are bowling good, but they're both bowling really well right
Today, yes. Oh, that's a half Worcester for Mark. Kai gets 6 on his fill. Oh, and almost another one.
I thought would stand there, but 4 pin stoned him in the face. Almost carries the half, looks like.
Mark's throwing a very confident ball right now.
High with a 10. He's going to be 52 after 4. He's going to be looking to leave the 5th box open.
Weber has 46 after 4. Kai, 52.
They got to start making a run here. There's
Yeah, every
3.5
pin.
games left, so.
Weber misses and he gets some help.
Ball, but he gets a good break.
He's got the 1-6 left. Kai just misses.
Yes, leaks by that head kick.
Good ball by Weber. He's throwing a very confident ball.
That's Kai with a 10. So Kai 62 after 5. Mark 56 in a ball. Both Jeff and Mark are open. 51 in the ball for Jeff, 56 in the ball again for Mark. Matt on the other side for 51 and Kai at 62. As we are here, we're back after Game 7 of your 10th main money match.
We're at 1710 Bowling and Sports Center in Augusta, Maine. Mark Carrier, the owner of the establishment.
Jeff with a great ball. That's going to be a strike.
Beautiful. That's a strike on a spare for Lapierre. Oh, Matt almost matches him.
Matt looking to take care of business here and match Jeff Smart. And he will. So both bowlers open the back half of the 7th game with a mark. Folks, this is the lane Jeff was on when he had his 117 back half a couple of strings ago. So we'll see if he can get the magic going again. Jeff with another ball on the head pin. 6 though. Matt on his fill. That's a strike for Matt. So Matt Huff able to fill his spare with 10. He's going to be 81 and 2 balls through 7.
That would have been very
Interesting
generous.
read for Jeff. Chuckle given between teammates. Jeff cleans his plate for a 10. So 90 after 7 for Jeff. 81 and 2 after 7 for Matt.
A double right here for Matt would be helpful.
Jeff a little fully
2-2.
2 and 2.
Matt,
drops
right
out
on the
a
head
little,
pin.
Caught some of that head pin.
He almost left the check mark again. He's got another ball on his strike. If he likes that check mark, this is his sleeve. Jeff picked up 2 out of the split. Oh, Matt, a little full on that 3 pin. He gets 9 on his strike, though. 90 after 7. Jeff takes a 9, and Matt takes a 10.
Matt Huff is 100 through 8. Jeff is 99. 1 pin separates them going in the last 2 boxes of the 7th game. Again, full on that head pin, leaving 2 and 2. Matt full too, but he gets a little bit of a better break.
Thank you to William for your message about the audio. I told Brian to speak up. Yeah, we have a mirror shot here. Neither of them are good. Jeff gets a 7 and Matt gets a 9. Jeff Lapierre, 106, Matt, 109. Good ball by Jeff.
He's got a 9 break, but not all the kind wood in front of him.
Not very
That's what I
good.
like to call the Moncton. We're going to see a lot of that in a couple weeks, the 560.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that then. I was looking forward to going until you told me that. Yeah, the wood for Jeff is very questionable.
I kind of like way left.
I
Trying to
agree.
snap it down.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to play the wall. The
Oh,
wall is his friend.
He did. You notice every time we talk about what we would do,
He does
Jeff
the
does the
opposite.
opposite, and it
It
goes.
makes it.
So, if he was ever
That's
my
why he's
teammate,
down here and I'm
yeah,
here.
exactly. That's a 7 for Matt. He gets a 116.
A couple good strings from Matt after a rough couple to finish off the front 5. So Jeff, he's going to be looking to get, he needs 6 for what he's averaging right now. He's right on the front one. That's going to be 9 more. So 125 for Jeff Lapierre and 116 for Matt Huff here. The 7th string. We're going to show you Jeff's string here. And we'll get Matt's string up here for you real quick.
Jeff went into that game with 125.5 average and bowled 125. And Matt brought his average up a little bit with a 116.
Mark on his object. Both bowlers Let him mark in the 6. Kai with a 10. Mark with a 7. Mark is 67 through 6. Kai ahead of him at 72.
Good ball by Weber.
Missile ball for Weber. Interesting twist of Deadwood over there, though. That's a hard pin. Mark all over it.
Nice.
Kai hit the
Great
object.
offer by Kai.
Just takes that head pin in front of the 10. Nine for Kai. Mark looking to fill his spare here. 77 in a ball through 7. All over it again. He's going to leave the diamond left.
That's the second time we've seen that today. I think you were on a short break when we had it before. The before it was the 1-9. This one's the 1-8 gone.
Kai doing his best to clean it up. He's left with an off 3-3. Mark's going to take 9. So he's going to be 92. Mark Weber after 8. Kai line, he gets a 5. He's going to be 86 through 8.
Yeah, it's hard.
I got everything he hit in that ball.
How do you take that 1-8 or the 1-9? It's ridiculous. Good ball by Kai. He's got the check mark. Weber's got the 4-8-10 with some wood. It'd be a great shot if he pulled it off.
Let's see if the wood comes into play.
He just missed it. That's where I would have tried to go. Oh, good offer by Kai.
Leaves the 6 pin.
It sneaks all the pins sneak around the 6. That's a good 10 for Weber. So we're at 1710 Bowling and Sports Center in Augusta, Maine. We're covering the Maine Money Match number 10. This is Michelle Atherton, and I'm joined with Brian Atherton. We have the 7-time champions, Mark Weber and Jeff Lapierre, and the challengers who came in to try to beat the 7-time champions are Matt Huff and Kai Hun. And they are down by over 130 pins right now. And we're at the end of game number 7.
So we got 3 games left. Mark's right at that 9 drop. Kai's going to bury his. Kai's going to be 105 in the ball open in the 10th. Mark makes his 9 drop. He's 112. Sky needs 8 on this to gain a pin. Only going to end up with 6 on a pretty good ball. That should have been more than that. So, folks, the end of 7. We have Jeff Lapierre 125, Mark 112, Matt Huff 116, Kai Hunt 111. We'll show you the strings here for Mark and Kai. For Mark. Show you Kai's 7th string here.
So the champions gained 10 more pins in that game. They were up 128. Now they're up 138.
So 138 pin lead for Jeff and Mark. We'll show you the scores here. Jeff and Mark's first. Wait for it to focus for you. They are 17-34. Matt and Kai, the challengers. We'll get that to... They are 15-96. An updated individual totals for you. Jeff is 878. Mark 856. Matt with a 751. And Kai 845. So we start the 8 string off here. Matt with a 9, Jeff with an 8.
So I don't think there's any doubt that what broke this whole match open was Jeff Lapierre bowling 117 back half in the 5th game.
Yes.
He started with a 50 half and bowled a 167 in that 5th game, and that broke the match was 20-30 pins back and forth.
And he made up. He gained 68 by himself in that string.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. That broke the match wide open. Good ball by Jeff. His partner also had 150 in the 3rd game, so they've both been doing great. All right, Jeff has 18 after 2, and so does Matt.
Jeff needs a split. He's got some wood. Matt, he's going to have 6 left. Group of 4 and 2.
I like this shot for Jeff. I think he hit
got
it
a
too.
little left, but he got
are
lucky.
You kidding me?
Messenger.
That's crazy.
Matt hits his.
When it's going your way, it's going your way.
I don't know if that was UPS or FedEx, but it delivered.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's a 10 for Matt. He's got 28 after 3.
Over some of the league averages here. Mark Weber, his league average currently is 118. His partner Jeff is actually 122. On the other side, we have current league average for Kai Hunt's 128. A really big current league average. And Matt is 119.
I've used these sheets for Weber and Lapierre because I started doing their money matches a while ago. And I don't know if I updated those, so I think they're probably still pretty close.
Mark's bowling really good in the once a month. Mark Weber here in Augusta. I think he's about 122, I believe. Jeff's going to be 43 with the locks to go here in the first half of game 8. Matt, on the other hand, he's 38 and a ball. Jeff with a great ball. That's going to be a strike.
Hammer for Jeff in the 5th. He's going to sit down.
I don't know how many times that's happened today where Jeff will throw a hammer and Matt will answer with a 9-drop that just did not care.
Yep. Good ball by Matt.
All over that one. So both bowlers are sitting on marks in the 5th. Matt's 57 in a ball. Jeff, meanwhile, is 53 and 2 as he sits on the strike.
Yeah, it seems like in the last year, Weber has really come to the front as one of the top bowlers anywhere he goes.
Bowled very well in November in the Worlds. That was, I think, a coming out moment for him.
That was almost a hammer.
He averaged over 120 in the men's Worlds last year, which is in itself quite the accomplishment. So.
Yeah. And then right next to him, Kai Hunt. Just
Mark all over that 7-pin first there. Kai makes a nice cut shot himself. So both bowlers open with great marks.
definitely glad you all joined us. If you don't have anything else better to do on a Saturday, then what's a little
Saturday of the year.
Candlepin, sit on your couch and watch us cover this great match.
Kai's filling leaves the diamond right. Mark with a 7 fill, a little bit more spread out. Oh, would have been by Mark. He made 7.
A little wide left for Kai. It almost came back. And we have a 9 for both of them.
Again, folks, we're in game 8. About halfway through, we got 2.5 strings left.
Yep, Kai and Matt need to do something pretty amazing right now.
It's going to be hard with Mark just constantly throwing 9 drops.
Yep.
Kai, again, he's on the hook. He needs a split 3 and 2.
He's going to sneak by it. He tried to.
Ball stuck in the mat there for a second. Kai sneaks by his. So both bowlers with the same shot.
Yep, that wood was no good.
Kai gets 9 as well. So after 3 boxes, Kai is 34. Mark is 35.
Okay.
So I don't know if anybody has even said when the next match is scheduled. We might have to ask Weber about that. Next up is Carl Witham and Scott Lapierre, who, as we've said before, is not related to Jeff Lapierre, just like you and I aren't related.
That's right, Paul.
Thank you.
Mark with a spare. Kai looking to clean up 10. And he does. Weber to fill his spare.
Just misses. He gets 4 on it.
Kai off the side. He's going to get a break. He'll use 7.
Weber has 49 after 4. Kai Hunt has 44 after 4.
I'll drop
Weber.
that one a little bit.
That's yeah, that's a little. He's mad at himself. We all do it. Threw that one a little extra hard. Maybe some anger behind that one.
We've got a 56 for Mark after 5. Kai Hunt on the other side, he's 53. Halfway through string number 8. We're at the 10th main money match from Augusta, Maine. Once we are here at the 1-7-10, like I said earlier, get yourself down here and enjoy this wonderful facility that Mark Carrier runs. Friday night they have karaoke and glow bowling, as well as glow bowling on Saturday. The food's great. Come bring the family out. Jeff with another ball on his strike. He went off the left a little bit. Matt filled his spare with 7. Gives it a good win. Jeff going to need to pick up 6 for a 10 here.
Ouch.
And he goes through the holes. And we get a 6. So 6 on the mark, 6 in the box. We got 65 after 6. Matt Huff, 73, chipping away at a 130 pin deficit. Jeff goes through the middle for 5. Whoa, just touches it, Jeff. In the bid. Matt gets 8. Jeff with a 10. 81 for Matt Huff through 7. 75 for Jeff through 7. Jeff and Mark averaging 123 as a team. Jeff 125.4, Mark 122.2.
Yep. That's why they're the champions right now, I think.
There's Matt with a spare. I'll give him 91 through 8. Jeff with a great bid, but he's going to lead the 5 pin. And he's going to end up with a 9 for the box. Matt Huff with the fill. Just can't get the pin to touch anything as it's spinning. He's going to end up with 4.
That gives them 11 out of the 138 pins they need. But they need to come back a little bit. Oh, nice.
What a shot by Jeff.
Jeff has 94 and a ball in the 9th. Yeah, the story of the match so far has definitely been Jeff and Mark are just not letting up.
I think it's Jeff's, like you said earlier, 117 back half in 5th.
Yeah. All right, Jeff gets 7 on his mark.
Matt just missing the head pin. He's going to end up
It's okay. It's you get your rewards.
with 110 plus. Outside for Jeff as he runs that down for another mark. Matt makes his 10. He's 112 for Matt Huff in the 8th game.
Yeah, with a slow start, Matt has had the last 3 games. He's been right back up there.
Jeff with a nice fill. That's going to be 8 more. He's 119 in the 8th game for Jeff. We'll go ahead and we'll show you Jeff and Matt strings here. Again, this is string 8. The 10th main money match. 119 for Jeff Lapierre. $112 for Matt Huff. Mark Weber and Kai Hunt back up to start the back half of the 8th string. Mark with a great shot runs the horseman down in the 10th pin. Kai with a good out. That's 9.
So we have 2.5 strings left to go, and we're still right around the 130, 140 pin lead that the champions have. There's the check mark by Kai. The 2 to goes. 2 falls down. Oh, everybody's friend.
Kai looking to play the wall.
No matter how good you bowl, and that's a punch in the gut when you do that.
Oh, what a great bid by
That
Mark.
was a great offer. Good ball by Kai.
Kai grabs his 10. He's going to be 72 through 7. Then a full fill for Mark. He's going to end up with a 9 box. It's going to give him 79 through 7.
That didn't sound good.
Lane malfunction, folks.
Yep, we did not sound good. Chuck
You want me to
Grindle.
go down, I'll go.
As we wait for the lane to see if it works out here.
Chuck Grindle thanked us for covering the match. So
You're very welcome, Chuck.
yes,
Thank you for tuning
very
in.
welcome. It's fun to do.
Kai Hunt on the head pin, but he's going to have a big split here. That's going to be the 410. A couple pieces of wood. Larson leave a fence in the back.
Oh, I think he just missed that front wood that he definitely.
You see how Mark plays this. He tries to get the 5 or
Yeah, he tried to do the triangle, but that's hard to get there. There's a 9 for Kai.
Carves that one in 2. So that's an 8 for Mark. So Kai Hunt's 81 through 8. Mark is 82 through 8. 87. Sorry, I can't really say it.
Eventually, I want to talk side ball. We can pull it around and put a couple in. Yeah, we need some behind each one.
Kai makes the 10 pin for a spare. So he's going to be open in the 9th.
91 and a ball for Kai. Weber's got the 110 left for a 10. Oh, he picks it up. I didn't think it was going to go from
Great
that
shot.
side. Weber has 97 after 9.
Kai's 91 in a ball. 7 or better here. Gain some pins. The head pin, he's going to get 6.
Wow.
So he's going to be tied with Mark here.
6, 7, 8, 10 left. Weber's got the 5 pin standing. I get 6 on his field.
Oh. Of all the times you want to hit the cap and you can't. Mark all over it. Kai threads the needle. So Kai Hunt with 104 in game 8. His partner Matt Huff with 112. It's going to be a 216. Mark Weber waits to fill his mark in the 10th here in the 8th. He goes off the side, but he's going to get a generous break. He might get all of them actually, and he does. As we say, not bad for the ocean. That's going to be 117 for him. So we'll give you the scores for the challenges here after 8 games with 2 to go. 18-12 for Kai and Matt. We'll have the champs collection here for you.
10 and 20 pins here and there.
They're not letting up. It's a 158 pin lead for Jeff and Mark. $19.70 for Jeff and Mark. Jeff, again, he's going to lead the Horseman in 1 here in the 9th string. Jeff leaves the 10 with a great hit on that spare. Matt Huff will open game 9 with a 9. Jeff is going to open with a 10.
Individual scores after 8.
We have Jeff Lapierre, 997. Mark, 973. Matt, 863. And Kai, 949. Jeff half was to right. Matt went off to the side for 3. Jeff on the outside just misses carry in. 8 for Matt, 10 again for Jeff. Jeff, 20 for 2. Matt at 17. Again, we're here in Augusta, Maine for the 10th Maine money match here at the 1-7-10. It's game 9. New champions lead by 150.
All right, Matt has the 136 left. Just misses right.
Jeff's going to be on that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Leaves the 10. So Matt's going to get an 8 in the third box here. 10 for Jeff. He still hasn't left the pin. He's 30 for 3.
See, our champions are up by 158 pins with 2 strings to go. Jeff has after 8 strings, Jeff has a 124.6 average. And Mark Weber has a 121.6 average.
Matt's at 107 and Kai is averaging 118. That's going to get a 9. He'll be 34th and 4th. Jeff hits the cap again to the 9. He's going to be...
Caps are never good.
Again, folks, it's a $1,000 match. Winning team receives $1,000.
Oh,
Matt with a bit of an
Matt got a really
explosion.
good break. He's got the 8 pin left.
The Woody's up awful high, though.
It is.
I'd be weary. Matt
Yep.
drives it home, though. So that's going to leave him open to the 5th. He's going to be 44 and a ball. Jeff makes the triangle. He's going to be 49 and a ball. So both first bowlers are open.
All right, we have 1.5 games to go. Weber and Hunt are up on their first half of the 9th string. Mark Weber and his partner Jeff Lapierre are looking at taking 8 money matches in a row.
Kai
Kai
runs
just
down the
takes one.
horseman.
Oh, nice shot.
Had a bit of flash photography there as that one was let go.
Yes.
It's a birthday party over to the right of us, folks. So if you see any flashing lights, that is what's happening.
So in money match number 3, Jeff and Mark came in trying to take down the champions at the time, which were Paul Dyer and Mark Carrier, and they did. And then money match number 4, they beat Dennis Wobford and Jerry Hughes. Money match number 5, they beat Will Damon and Mark Carrier.
Another spare for Kai. Oh, yeah. Great block. Another spare for Mark. And of course, we had money match 6 where they beat Carl Wickham and Jason Sparks by 25. And money match 7, Dom Drake and Mark Carrier again. Money match number 8, Stephen Body and Colorado Connie. They won, Jeff and Mark won that one by 35. And then, of course, our most recent one, we had Dom and Richard Beveridge Jr. And Mark and Jeff won that one as well.
Yeah, we've said it numerous times, but they're definitely a good team. They feed off each other well. They cheer each other on when they're struggling. When one's bowling great, the other one is struggling.
They don't let each other get out of their element.
They don't. They don't.
Guy's got a 9 fill here. He's got an interesting piece of front wood here. Mark's going to blister that. He's going to leave his own 9 draw. So both second bowlers here on fire. Kai makes his. It's 3 in a row for Kai. Mark's going to look to match him.
We don't have any bonus money for him either. No bonus money for 3 in a row here.
No. Not until we get some sponsors. Please feel free to go to business and want a sponsor. Please.
Yeah. Throw some money over here. That's a good 10 for Weber. 48 after 3. And Kai has 46 in a ball after 3. They're both starting game number 9. Starting out great. Wow, that's your average. Nice. So Jason Wilkins is asking if anyone from New Brunswick, Canada is in this. And no, these are all Maine.
But we do have a team from New Brunswick on the waiting list. Actually, 5th on the waiting list is the King of the North, Calvin Lott, my podcast partner, and Corey Smith are on the waiting list. So. So with a box to go here in the first half of game 9. Kai Hunt has 62 after 4. And Mark is, we're going to score update here. It's 55 after 4. He's spread even with his own. Mark goes off to the side. His 6 is a little better.
So yeah, June of last year they started this Maine money match, and now it's just blown up. Everybody wants to be a part of it. People are coming from Massachusetts, from Canada.
We have the other money match in Massachusetts as well that takes place at Exeter Lanes.
Yep.
I don't know in Canada if they have the money matches, but
no.
They should. It's nice to see bowling having a resurgence here.
It is.
I remember when I was a kid, back in the late 80s and early 90s, you had a marathon or a money match to watch. Most of your money matches happened after leagues.
Right, exactly. Yeah, in this era, I mean, back then we had bowling was on TV when I was a kid.
Nesson, and
yeah.
We had the Augusta show here for a while in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Thanks to YouTube and cell phones, it can be on TV again.
Yeah, Facebook, cell phones, you can cast it to your TV at home, and
Paul does the Friday night Pro League Mass Match of the Week every Friday night.
Yeah, between Bob Lee, Paul Grant, Al Nelson, Al Johnson, they have really helped bring this sport back, and we're just up here in Maine trying to just keep it going spread it out a little bit.
So Matt Huff is on a mark. He's 61 through 6 in the ball. Jeff is 60. Jeff's going to get that to break up and leave himself a 2-hitter. Matt's going to leave the triangle.
We've got some Canada people talking crap about why Kelvin had to bring Corey with him.
There's a spare for Matt. I mean, Corey's okay. If you like guys that average 120.
So Matt Huff has 3 in a row right now.
Again, no bonus money. We're too poor for that, so
That's right.
just a pat on the back and keep it going. Matt with a good fill. Again, 410, but he's got a couple pieces of wood. Matt able to almost bring that across. So Jeff's going to end up with a 9, as will Matt. 2 boxes to go here in the 9th string. Jeff Lapierre is 78. Matt Huff is 95. So Matt's trying to break into that 150 pin lead.
Oh yeah, that was bound to
Just as I
happen.
say
He
that.
was
Matt, though,
definitely
again.
not bowling like Jeff. All right, 88 and 2 balls for Jeff Lapierre. He didn't like that 78 after 8.
No.
Matt gets a
able to use the
spare.
wood and convert his 2-pinner. He's 105 in a ball through 9. Right here? Oh.
Oh no, I read it wrong. Adam said Corey had to take Kelvin as a partner because Adam couldn't travel because of yoga lessons.
I heard Adam was getting into the yoga. There's a strike for that. It's going to help him be much more flexible with the wall. Pilates, Adam. Use Pilates,
Yeah.
too.
That's funny. That's a 9 on the fill for Jeff.
Yeah. So Jeff is going to be
106.
7. Oh, they gave him a 10. It's 106. Mark being a good teammate, trying to give him the extra pin. And Matt throws that dreaded punch ball for 4 on the first ball of the strike.
125 plus whatever's on this ball.
3-7. So there's 132 string. Matt Huff's had a great back 5 after
He
a
has.
subpar front 5, really.
All right, so Jeff Lapierre ends up with a 106. Let's see. Jeff, right there. 9th game. And then Matt Huff had a very nice game, 132. This is Matt Huff.
Ooh, Cat makes that one for Mark. Go. Guy clips the wing here, so he's looking at us at 4 pins left for his head. Mark makes his. Guy gets a 7. So with just over 14 boxes apiece left here in the match, this is when Kai and Matt have got to get going.
I don't know, that 106 brought Jeff down to a 122.5 average.
Is that
Oh,
all?
that's terrible. Terrible bowling.
Mark all over that 9 drop. That'll give him a spare. Kai almost gets that to carry.
Yeah, those last 4 strings brought Matt's average up by 5 pins. He was at 105.8 after 5.
He was awful full
after
of front
6.
5. He was punching.
Yeah, and now he's at a 110.5. He's definitely come come to the front.
Oh, that was awful ugly to begin with, but it wound up nice.
Oh,
That's a strike
Kai's
for
got a
Kai.
hammer.
That originally was like a 1-8-10, and it turned into a 9 drop. And just to the left of it. So we had 9 on the fill. Let's wind up with a 10 here. We get Mark Weber. Big score. 102 for Mark in the 8. 598 with 2 balls on the strike. Mark with a 9. Kai again, just full. It's kind of been the story for Kai and Matt today, guys. It's been the story of being full. Lots of spread eagles, a bunch of splits. So Kai gets 5 on the strike. Mark with a 9. That's 111 through 9 for Mark. 5 with a 7. That's 110 for Kai.
So that 26 pins that Matt took away from Jeff in the 9th game, they're still at 134. So it's looking like the champions are
Big
100%. Yeah, you never know. I mean, you have a couple 167s from the other team. It could happen, right?
There's a spare for Mark.
Never say never.
Nope. Kai's going to have 8. It's going to be 118 for Kai. Another good string for Kai. Mark with 121 ball working.
That's the best game together for Matt and Kai at 250.
Matt and Kai Hunt 250 for the 9th string. $128 for Mark. So here's Matt and Kai's sheet. Through 9 strings. They're 2062 with a string to go. And then we got the champions, Jeff and Mark. They're 2204, and they are a 142 pin lead going into this last string. So 10 boxes left. We got 142 pin lead to the champions. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in, staying with us while we do this 10th Maine money match.
Well, maybe this will be a battle between Mark and Jeff on this last string because they're 2 pins from each other.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of bragging rights for the team as
Yep.
Mark has come within 2 pins
as
of
to
Jeff.
who-
But there's a strike for Matt out of the gate. That's what they need going forward.
As to who carried who, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Matt's got a 300 string going on. I got Froggy Sear on my right over here. That's his saying.
I think I've the biggest string I've kept score for. I think Sean Morrison when he's 200 I kept score for in Monday Night League in Bangor.
Oh, yeah? Oh, somebody wants the champions to bowl every second box left-handed, just to make it interesting.
That sounds Canadian. That's yeah. That's
It is.
Yeah.
It is Canadian.
Let's go back to yoga, Adam. There's a spare for Jeff.
Matt's 300 string is over.
So 8 films on the string for Matt. as he shoots his 10. Again, folks, your next money match is going to be the winner of this one, in Carl Witham and Scott Lapierre.
Yes, we're in the very last game of a 10-string main money match. Number 10. We had Matt Huff and Kai Hunt coming in to take down the 7-time champions, but it looks like the champions are going to succeed for the 8th time in a row.
Yeah, they carried a 142-pin lead into this string. And Jeff is throwing 2 marks in a row now. Matt's able to get another 10. So he's going to be 38 for 3. Jeff's 38 in the ball for 3. To move around a bit.
So the averages for the challengers, Matt Huff is 110.5 after 9.
Another mark for Jeff.
Nice mark. Jeff has 52 in a ball. Kai Hunt has 118.5 average after 9. But the champions, Jeff Lapierre has 122.5 and Mark Weber has 122.3. They're 2 pins away from each other. Jeff has 1103 and Mark has 1101. That's a 7 fill for Jeff.
That's got the horseman in 1. Almost got that over.
Not a bad offer.
So we're going to start the last string of Mark and Kai here, 7 bowlers. I don't know. Tim doesn't like nicknames, so we can't give anybody a nickname.
I just saw that.
He's just an old guy that yells at clouds. There's a strike for Mark.
Mark's got a 300 string going.
For a second here.
And Kai gets a spare in the first box of the 10th game. As a 20-year-old, Kai has been bowling. He bowls good all the time. Today he's got 118.5 average, right on the head pin. He's got the 5-7 left. So Kai gets an 8 on his fill. Mark gets 5 on his straight. All right, Mark gets an 8 box, Kai gets a 9. Mark has 23 after 2. Kai has 27 after 2.
Okay, folks, we are in the 10th string here. So this is the last string of the match. Hey, and there's another spare.
Oh,
Runs his down, but cannot carry one of the spare.
so after the last box, the lead was exactly 150 pins.
It's 150 in a ball.
That is right.
Yeah. Excuse me. Mark again, man. He is throwing such a confident ball right now.
Yep.
He's just buried in the pocket. And like I said, ending the last game, this has kind of been what's happened to Kai and Matt today.
Yeah.
A lot of punching, a lot of eagles.
Definitely. Matt, I'll give all the credit to Matt in the very beginning. He was getting no breaks and he was pinning and keeping himself in there.
There's a 10 for Mark, so he's going to 51 through 4. Kai's 47 through 4. Lots to go here. Again, this is the last first half of the 10th string.
No, sometimes they did it again. No, sometimes it's your day and sometimes it's not. But Kai and Matt.
Kai, at least it's not a split.
Yes. Yeah, Kai and Matt have nothing to be ashamed about, that's for sure.
Some days you just have to know you hit your object pins and they didn't cooperate.
Yeah.
That's what makes this different in golf. Yes, both are frustrating, but in golf, at least if you do everything right, most of the time you get rewarded.
Exactly.
You do not here. You can do everything right and still not get rewarded.
No, and looking back at these matches, there was only one match that they both, I guess there were two matches they both bowled 1,200 or better. But today they're definitely both going to bowl 1,200 or better. That's hard to beat.
Ooh, got on the cap there, but got it to carry.
Weber's got a 61 in the ball at the half.
So the champs, doing what the champs do. They're both going to be over 65 at the half after Mark's fill. And we got matching 56s for the challengers. So we got 10 boxes left with 150 pin plus lead. So anything can happen, folks, but
either way, thank you for watching.
Yes.
I know the bowlers appreciate it. We appreciate it, or else we wouldn't be here.
yeah.
We'd be talking
And
to
it's great to have
ourselves
this stuff.
for nothing. Yeah.
For so long, so much of the history of our sport has been lost.
Yep.
And now with things taped and recorded, it's here forever. We're lucky to have some of the memorable things like Paul Berger's 500 triple we can still watch on YouTube. And matches like that. So.
Yeah, now we have a tiny little phone recording what used to be
TV equipment.
monster TV. Yeah. All right.
Jeff's going to get...
Jeff got a spare in the 6.
Matt had 7, so Matt is 63 through 6.
All right, so I'm gonna look at this because we get this 2-pin difference on the champions against each other,
right.
even though they don't think they're against each other.
Jeff with a 3 fill, he got off to the side there. Matt's gonna go outside, does not carry the 9-10.
So ironically, at the half, Jeff had a 68. And Weber has 61 in the ball, so it's going to be close.
Very close. 9 apiece.
Jeff has 90 after 7. Matt has 72 after 7. Jeff's right on the head pin. He's got the 2-4-7 left. Oh, beautiful shot by Huff.
Jeff carries the front of the 3-pinner.
Jeff has 98 after 8. 2 boxes to go for Jeff and Matt. Matt's on the quarter pin. He's got the 4 horsemen, 6 on his spare.
Jeff delivers his first ball in the 9th. And he's going to leave the 2-10.
Nice shot by Matt.
Horseman down.
2 in a row. 98 in a ball. See if Jeff can match him. Nice.
Nice shot by
Yeah,
Jeff.
I like that setup. All right, Matt has 98 in a ball. Jeff has 108 in a ball. Jeff just has to put up a good score so his partner Mark can't beat him.
Oh,
Nice
there's a
ball,
10
Matt.
fill for Matt. 3 in a row to finish. Jeff looks the answer. A little thin.
That's a nasty lead. 114 after 9 for Jeff. 108 after 9 for Matt. Matt has 118 and 2 balls in the last box. 123.
Very consistent
Which is
day
funny.
for Jeff. So Jeff Lapierre is going to finish 12-26 for the day. Matt's going to throw 125 to end. We'll get Jeff and Matt's scores up here so you guys can see them in the 10th. And this is Matt's string.
Yeah, Matt gained 7 pins on his average on the back half.
Matt was 11-20 for his 10. And we'll show you Matt's 10 string running total here.
All right, Mark started out with a spare.
Guy leaves the horseman right. Weber with a half Worcester left. Ball bounced a little bit as it went. We'll go ahead and show you Jeff's 10 string total here. Kai runs it down, leaves the 10. So here are Jeff's strings again, 167 in the 5th, 117 back half. Kai with a 10, he's 75 through 7.
That's a good out.
Mark with an 8, he's 87 through 7.
I think it's 88, isn't it?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I was right. That was right. He needs a mark to beat his partner.
Kai leaves the big 4. Mark with a little roll, he's going 3 and 1.
Yeah, very impressive bowling today. Wow. Huh.
Ooh, Kai almost gets that one
Interesting.
to go.
Oh, Mark. I get to 9, 84. After 8, 2 boxes to go. 97 for Mark Weber.
And it is mathematically over, folks. Jeff and Mark are here.
Yeah, Jeff and Mark are your 8-time champions. That is
Jeff and Mark will
true.
receive $1,000 and another title.
Beautiful ball by Weber.
And we'll look forward to next month's match, where it'll be Mark and Jeff against Carl Witham, Scott Lapierre.
I know they like to post this on YouTube. We've got to get the bowlers up there after, because we didn't do that in the beginning, so that they have a screenshot for the beginning. So Kai gets a 993 after 9.
Yeah, we gotta get that thumbnail shot.
Yes. Weber, first of 2 bonus balls, and that's a double. I think he's going to overtake his partner for top score.
Kai's gonna finish here. 103 for Kai. Kai's total is 1170. Weber throws a 9 drop, almost
Wow.
a triple. He's gonna go ahead and bang. That's a spare on that strike.
146, is that what they get?
146 for Mark. Hey guys, you all four just want to stand up there for a second so we can get a shot. Yep. Folks, Jeff and Mark are your 8-time defending Maine Money Match champions.
Come together, guys.
Yeah, squeeze.
Come together. All right.
There's your money match.
Here are your 8-time champions on the left. Mark Weber and Jeff Lapierre. Good bowling, guys.
Again, thanks
All right.
everyone for watching.
We're going to get the scores up real quick and
Yep.
give everybody the final scores, and then we'll sign off.
So here's Jeff and Mark's final tally. They bowled 24-73, 12-22 for Jeff, 12-47 for Mark. Again, phenomenal bowling. We got 21-65 for Kai and Matt, 11-20
I
and
didn't do that
11-70.
Skip the 2165.
Okay, well that's wrong, but hey.
That's
Folks.
20.
Their total is 22.90.
2290. We'll give you the end
22.90.
score so that I maybe.
Get the focus.
There we go.
22.90. All right, folks.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.